Hi, Throgyn. Check the stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this lovely channel and to our campaign of Garunk. Now, I know it's been a couple of weeks, in fact, 1 week longer than I wanted it to be, because last week we ended up with many things going on that unfortunately prevented the online game. That said, we are back. While you guys were in the starting scene screen, I gave a quick little rundown to my players of the open plot so they know what's going on. And I have no idea where they're going to go today, so we're going to see what happens. That all being said, let us kick it right off by starting with who are you and what are you playing? Who's going first? Cam, you're going first.
Hi, I'm Rose. I play Cam, who's a changeling druid, starving artist, but not really, on a mission to become a bird. Meanwhile, they've uncovered like a group of weirdos that they're just hanging out with now and vibing. Yeah.
Pretty much. Big, who are you and what are you playing?
Yes, I am Big. I'm May. I play my lovely half-orc Big, who is illustrated right over. Nope, opposite way. Right there. And he is a cleric with, if you haven't noticed, a fear of commitment. And right now, we have just I don't know if we're totally out of the clear with the Fey Wild's debt collectors, but we're hopefully getting there.
Hang on, I don't think the mic is picking it up. Let's just.
Nope, Discord likes to get rid of all that.
Shame. Anyways, Throgyn, who are you and what are you playing?
Hi, I'm Feather. I'm playing a little guy over here. On a mission to either not become a bird or become a flying bird. We'll see where it goes. He used to be a dwarf until he got hit with magic wizard spells or whatever. And now he's just trying to scam his way into a good life. And I think it's going well. Well enough. I have friends now. That's incredible.
Yuka.
Hello, I play Yuka, the Witch of the Woods, and the Steward of the Lord Bestial and the Lady Verdant. You can see her right here. I think, yeah. Okay, right directions. She's grappling with knowing some secrets of the universe now and having to share a lot of fun facts with people maybe don't get out as often as she does. So she's got lots of information to share that maybe they're not privy to.
Yep, that's about it. I have found the list of debts, by the way. Yes, you can't see it. That is on purpose. I know my players will come and snipe the stream. So, Throgyn, Feather, have you seen the art?
It's incredible.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
Thank
it's
you
so
once again
gorgeous.
to Rendo's art.
Thank you.
we are very appreciative for the art, and it is well loved. So, all of that being said, my mouse has decided to break. Great, phenomenal start. Let us begin. Where we had where we had last left our interpretation. We had just left the Feywild, also known as Las Vegas, unofficially in my brain. And the players were sent through a portal to the outskirts of a city named Skreekek. Skreekek is a city up in the mountains. There are snowy peaks just in front of you, and as you look out, you see a city that looks more like a singular tower, building and building into the sky. You're very far off, it's still a few peaks away, and as you gaze upon it, you see that there are small specks flying through the air. Not all that unusual, considering Skrikek is a city mostly populated by Aarakocra. You, however, you stand currently right outside of a circle of fir trees. Cam, a very suspicious circle of fir trees. And as you stand there watching, you see as later Throgyn comes stepping out of this circle, definitely with a little bit too much paperwork rattling around his back.
Hi.
Oh no.
Throgyn, okay, good. You made it through. Did you get your debts cleared? Because I know we had a pain with a few of them.
Yeah, I'm good. It's working out.
Okay. Can I roll to see if I know if they're lying?
You can absolutely
Same.
roll me an insight check.
Same. I'm suspicious by the amount of paperwork inside.
I just know that I had trouble and I had like 1 and
What did
Cam
you
has
roll?
your ass on lock.
Mhm.
Oh,
There is
Cam's
no
fully
secret
figured it out.
that you can hide from Cam.
Cam's been through the BOD many times before. For those who don't know, that is the Bureau of Debts.
Mhm.
Now, Cam, Fig, sorry, I'll start with Fig. I
Mhm.
mean, it's a confusing system. Throgyn seems confused by it, but like also a normal amount of confused.
Yeah, and that they walked through the door, which means they're out. So like
Exactly.
it should be okay.
Cam, this is the voice of a bird that definitely did not get his debts cleared. You're not entirely sure how the BOD let him walk out of there, but you assume there's some sort of like automatic recall tracking on there. They've like microchipped him and let him go.
Great. If you need help, let me know.
I will, thank you.
I will also give you that on greater than a 20, you see a little bit of magic that wisps around Throgyn. And it really does smell like a pina colada.
Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. Great.
No. Okay, good.
Love that for you.
You picked up on what that means. Great, perfect. Anyways, what would you all like to do?
Can Yuka roll either like Arcana or some other such similar something that would allow her to figure out the next closest way to find a key?
Yes, you can roll me. How would you could try and figure it out?
Either she'd try to use her magical know-how or she'd try to just like intuit using insight of like, well, naturally a vendor is going to be there, or like if somebody was going to try to like set up a shop based on like where what would a nonsense guy do?
If you want to go with the what would a nonsense guy do route, roll me insight. Otherwise, it would be Arcana.
Okay. There's a 15.
15. We'll go with a 15. Let's see. With a 15, you would notice that every time that he has shown up, it was mostly when you weren't. It's not because it was a certain location, but it's more so because you had reached out. Especially when it came to the last time you actually spoke with him, he said that he answered a summons, that you had given him a letter and that he was summoned.
Okay. Well, I do believe that the party should have a meeting of the minds to decide what we want to do next, because Yuka has an idea.
Mhm.
I would just like Cam to be like shit it's cold and slowly become a bit more tabaxi like. Just to have like fur covering. Because my clothes are not suited for winter weather or cold weather.
Of course.
It's gonna take a while and a lot of snacks, but
Good
Yuka
berry.
reaches
Ooh,
into
yeah,
her
we can
bag and
eat.
just pulls out a
I-
full bear pelt.
I'm going for a bit of a snow leopard like type of look.
Mhm.
And you've won Sunny K's heart. Congratulations.
So, snow leopards are
Also,
one of my
if
favorite.
Fig would like to see Cam like eating maybe a snack they just had in their pocket, I'm like, oh, right, we're out of the Feywild, and I like reach into my bag so that I can eat like 3-day-old bread. Anyway,
Fig, you know that you can eat in the Feywild, right? It just has to be your own food.
Fig doesn't remember that.
Old
It was
lady
not on the
food.
pamphlets. It
Fig
was
is
it
not
wasn't there.
beating the old man at a duck pond allegations anytime soon.
Also, I can't eat
buddy.
in a library. I can't eat in front of somebody if they're like offering me food on the fly. That's rude. It's not happening.
That's fair. No, that's fair. It checks out. Fig's logic checks out. So you want to have a meeting of the minds. Fig is currently noshing on some 3-day-old bread.
Yeah, I might like we're having a picnic. I pass them out to Throgyn. Anyway.
Thank you. Yeah. Need a snack after all the alcohol.
So,
Yes.
let us exchange what we know. That which was not previously discussed. We have come to the understanding that there are forces making decisions for us, and we appear to be more prominent figures in the story that is reality than others. It is difficult to tell who or what is deemed a prop and who is an actor. We also have the tools to resolve the infections that are spreading. We just don't know in full where they are or how to use them. With that in mind, the man with no face who lives in a pile of trash seems to
Oh, that
know
one.
quite
That
a
one.
lot more than he lets on.
Mhm.
And so perhaps we can use this to our advantage. Before reaching out
Also,
to him, what should we do? Fig, please.
also, wasn't I believe our I suppose officer of the BOD, didn't he mention that they had to like create the whole system because of one specific, I hesitate to say man, but um being, and
I, Sunny K, remember the name that they gave, but that's like campaign 1 spoiler information.
That is, in fact, a name that I never hand out in this edition.
Mm-mm.
yeah.
So that'd be metagaming too hard.
Very
But
much so.
also,
Thank you, Sunny K.
but also, I think that we're smart enough as characters to put together. It was one guy. I know one guy.
Oh yeah, no,
We know one guy.
you fully get the vibe of it's the guy you know that's on probation. You just don't know his name.
He's on probation at every jail, every law system.
It's incredible, really. A new law system occurs and he's immediately on the probatory list.
He is that
Yeah.
meme from Parks and Rec. Give boys an answer on the bar exam. 2 ankle monitors.
I'm not saying we should, but I'm also saying that perhaps not certain parts of at least that justice system has not been I don't know, completed, found out. I don't know. We seem to have a connection, so I'm not saying blackmail, but I'm not saying blackmail.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, this is
I
wonderful.
also hesitate to, though he claims to be a rehabilitated sort, to have that
Mhm.
kind of divine attention upon him, as he's claimed, makes me hesitant to believe him when he says that he's reformed.
I mean,
And
I'm not saying he's not reformed, but like, I he doesn't. I mean, what justice system would he be reformed under? Because there's a few.
and allow me to be very clear when I do say this. I care not for the same moral direction that perhaps other people of society might. He breaks the law of tooth and claw.
Mm. Certainly, and that, of course, is your domain and
She has
your patron's
the mental
domain
image of
too.
he just like for funsies turning an animal inside out, and that does not sit very well with her.
Yes, the Bill Cipher strategy.
Precisely.
Mhm.
Disney's gonna
And of course,
sorry.
that is
Come on, me mouse!
that is your domain to be interested, and your patron's domain to be interested and in charge of course. Uh, so I mean, because otherwise, where else? It's the Throgyn. Who has the card? I forget who has that card. Throgyn, do you have
Throgyn.
that card? Mm-hmm. Throgyn, you've got I don't want to go into the Feywild, so don't. Nope, I'm not telling you to do anything with it. I'm just
Oh, the
reminding
card with
you.
the kiss on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just reminding you
Yeah.
you have it. Okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
I'd like to go back to the
Uh,
Feywild.
It looks
We
very
saw some
kissable.
fun people there.
Again,
You and I
makes
have
that
very
sense,
different
sir.
definitions of fun. Anyway,
I got a question that might derail us a little bit. How does Throgyn kiss? He's got a beak and no lips. Is
he
it
has
like
a tongue.
like green, or does he like somehow have muscles at the very end of his beak that he just like?
I only do that in
Double
Fey, but you'll never know.
I suppose I won't. It's none of my business.
Just the cartoon duck version.
Hmm?
Just the cartoon Donald Duck or Daffy Duck, where their beaks are just very much elastic.
Yeah.
Rubber
He just
hose
spin it around
animation
his head.
Throgyn.
Mhm.
I secretly take my beak off and give like a normal kiss with actual human,
Wait,
like
that's
dwarven lips.
amazing.
Oh,
That's amazing. I
no.
love that.
No.
I spin it around like one of those baseball caps.
We're going full silly mode tonight, lads.
I'm just waiting for my players to make a
Mhm.
decision.
I mean, we've
I
already talked about talking to he, so I'm just figuring he's gonna show up sometime.
okay.
Yeah.
Yuka's position is thus: I do not wish to show him the book. I do not wish to give him access to the book.
And don't.
Mhm.
That is information from him that we shall withhold collectively. Is that something upon which we can all agree?
Yep.
Yep.
I can.
I don't care.
Chamomile. That answer is not yes.
Fine. It's a book. Why should I care about what you do with the book? You don't want to show the guy the book. We don't show the guy the book.
then we shall not show him the book, and we shall not let him know we have it.
Mhm.
Good.
All right. As that conversation comes to a close, Chamomile, you
Mhm.
see that in Throgyn's hand, where he holds the mistress's card, there's actually a second card behind it. A 7 of spades.
God damn it.
Throgyn,
Do you
did
tell
you
that?
get more? Did you get more people's cards? What?
Oh,
Throgyn, there's a second card in your hand. It is a 7 of spades.
I take the second card.
In your hand, you see a 7 of spades printed in purple ink.
I turn around and kiss it.
Nice. Throgyn, underneath your feet.
Okay, that's on me that I didn't tell you to kiss any card. That's on
Throgyn,
me.
underneath your feet, a hole begins to open up in the ground, and you begin to fall. Would the others like to make any sort of dex save to prevent from falling?
At least roll damage, yes.
You would like
You
to
will
roll a
not need to
dex
save
save.
to prevent damage.
Okay.
Yep.
I would like to roll a dex save to land on my feet like a little kitty cat.
Absolutely, you may.
Okay.
Same.
I think I can use my wings so I can.
don't
Like I
have
can't
wings, you're
fly, but I
Kenku.
can fall.
You don't
I
have
have
wings, you're
arms.
Kenku.
I have feathered arms. Feathered arms are the same thing.
Oh no, he has high speed, low drag.
Okay, so Cam's not used to being a cat, and they just fall on their fucking face.
Understandable.
Sorry,
You
I have a -1 to dex saves. Oh my god.
please roll me
I was
dex
so
saves.
worried. I was so
Do
worried.
I also need to roll dex save?
If you would like to, you may.
I didn't land good.
17, 5, 11. Who says you landed a feet in an 11?
Hope
I
Hope
didn't
says
break
I
that.
any
didn't
knee.
land good.
Alright, Throgyn, what you got? 13. Okay.
13.
Fig,
Mhm.
you probably the most out of anyone as you say, my bad, I didn't tell you not to kiss any cards.
Mhm.
You have the time and the wherewithal to look down and realize, oh, hey, that's a pretty large pile of pillows. Fair enough. And you just sort of come to a sitting mostly upright.
Mhm.
Are able to scramble off.
And then I watch my compatriots.
As they don't notice this, and a bunch of them try and move so that they can land on their feet, inevitably being thrown off balance the moment their feet don't touch solid ground, leading Yuka to fall over along with Throgyn. Not injuring themselves, but also not being quite as graceful as Fig. And Cam, who somehow, in all of their panic, does successfully twist around so that they are facing the ground, like a cat would, however, forgets the point about putting their feet down first. So they just sort of belly first into the pillows.
Oh, Cam.
Wow!
Hello? What in the world? And you just hear this very high-pitched voice coming closer. Without the sound of any footsteps, you notice.
He's hovering.
Oh, you're back? Oh, wonderful. Yes, 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 yes. And you are all poofed out of the pile of pillows and poofed onto the ground in exactly the same positions you were when you were poofed away.
Great.
Mhm.
Hi.
Hello? How can I
Hello.
help you?
Hello.
We have information to share.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Here, give me 2 seconds. And you see that he poofs away really quick
1,
in a little...
2,
he poofs away really...
3.
Let me narrate. Let me narrate. He poops away really quick in a little, poof of, like purple periwinkle smoke. And then, half a second later, he comes back, shoves probably Fig, because you're the one standing up, shoves into your hand, a
Mhm.
big silver tray with a whole bunch of mismatched, mugs and teacups on it, poofs away again.
Yep.
poofs back in another
I-
poof of smoke. And I think Throgyn's probably the next one on their feet, like Throgyn or Yuka. He hands you like a big bag that like crinkles really weirdly as you touch it and as you hold it. Poofs away again.
I'm
She's
trying to find
still
a
a human,
table.
like she's still a half elf looking woman. Her pupils just open wide, like
Mhm.
her eyes are full black right now.
Poofs back.
I'm looking for a table to set this tray down on.
Poofs back and he's holding like a fold up card table that he just like throws on the ground. All right, there we go.
Yeah. Here you go.
Perfect. Tea, coffee, soda. Do you know what soda is?
Soda?
Great.
Yeah,
And
no,
me.
no.
Fig in front of you ends
The
up
blue one.
Fig in front of you ends up a small can, metal,
Mhm.
cylindrical. You notice that the top is open, and it's printed in silver and blue triangles.
Can I get a closed one?
Yeah, you get a closed one.
I'm traumatized.
Understandable.
From the Feywilds.
Understandable.
I grab the open drink.
Have learned not a single thing.
I will never learn.
All right. So to anyone drinking that, you have now drunk an energy drink brand that will go unnamed. Congratulations.
I would like to roll to see if I can figure out how like pop cans work.
Go ahead, intelligence roll.
Can Cam just get a
Logan's gonna
can
be so
like next to
annoying.
him on the floor?
Hold on, sorry.
You're
Cam,
giving
say
him
that again.
caffeine.
Cam, say that one more time for me, please.
Cam's not yet gotten up. They're like, this is fine. But they're still on the floor. So
Understandable.
We've been
can
given
they just
cat
have a can
toys.
next to it?
Yeah, you hear a little
Great.
poop and there's a can within reach.
Awesome.
Fig, what'd you get? What'd you roll?
19.
Yeah,
I'm smart.
You know how to pop open a can. You saw the open one. You understand the mechanism.
Wonderful. It's not. I don't have to tear it open with a knife. That's rather ingenious.
Congratulations, +1 energy drink. Yuka, you're just given one for completeness.
She's still transfixed by like the crinkly paper cat toy she's been given.
So Yuka, as you play with it, you do notice that it looks like it can be opened.
Mm-hmm.
It smells of onions, and they're little like ring objects.
Oh no.
She still flings it at the nearest person.
Is it edible?
Yes, it is edible.
I eat one.
It's very crunchy. It's very crispy. It tastes kind of like onions, but also mostly just like salt and sugar.
And air. Don't forget the air.
And air.
Guys, they're making great snacks here. This is wonderful. I should never move anywhere ever again.
So, how can I help you? What's going on?
We have information to provide.
I heard none of that. Try again.
We have. Do you promise there are no more alliums?
I can stop bringing them here.
We have information to provide.
That one has a question.
I want them. I want to eat them.
Give them all the onions.
I'll sit far away from you.
All of them?
She has
No.
She has the distinct sense memory of the one time she and the Lord Bestial were hunting back when she was very small and just learned how to wild shape for the first time. Found wild onions, bit down so hard, and had the worst allergic reaction she's ever had to any item.
Wait, is Yuka allergic to alliums? Oh, Lord.
Yuka when she is a cat, because fun fact, if you live at home and you have a cat or dog, do not give them onions. Do not give them garlic. Do not give them any alliums. They are very allergic to those. They can go into septic shock.
No, not all of them.
Okay.
We're watching our words. We're watching our words. You may give Throgyn a large amount of the. Are they packaged? Yeah, packaged those things.
Have we been given Funyuns?
You're given 2 additional bags of this green object. This is a
At
joke
the
for the Americans in
function.
my chat. Mostly in my stream. Throgyn, you get 2 additional bags. Big crinkle.
Incredible.
So, you came to see me. You said you got information. I can agree that I will summon no more alliums.
We have come to know great secrets of the universe.
All right. I like it. I'm terrified. What'd you find?
Through a being and means that shall remain nameless, we have come to understand that we have very limited control as individuals over the world that we already knew. But the world is more staged and
Would the word be malleable, perhaps?
yes, than previously believed.
All right.
Many of the closest people to us are but props on this stage, and we are actors, but our decisions are not made for us. They are made by something much greater and much more distant. We came to you because you seem someone who is at least familiar with these things. What say you on the matter?
I say that I need to mentally count back from 5 and take a breath and not throw you all into a weird pocket dimension.
What kind of pocket dimension?
One where your lives were incredibly different because you never got a call to adventure. You want to go?
Ooh. I wonder if I would have been a bird by then.
No, because you never got a call to adventure.
No, but I still wanted to become a bird. I've always wanted to become a bird.
You need to do a scan, and you'll get turned into a bird.
No, it just hurts like.
Would I have been a bird?
If you die,
Cam, you noticed with
perhaps
the,
you'll be
with the
reincarnated
sentence,
as one.
you need to do a scam and you'll get turned into a bird. This man with static for a face starts looking a little bit hot under the collar. Throgyn, you don't notice this.
I'm sorry. I'm really interested if none of the characters need to know this, but does like the orb in Throgyn's possession like glow brighter or something? Are
I
we
mean, it sure is a purple
closer?
orb.
Mm-hmm.
So, do with that information what you will.
I'm gonna get revenge on he.
I thought you wanted to fuck him.
Both. Both
Both
can
can
happen.
be true.
The Benny.
Both. Yes.
Two things can be real.
Anyways,
Ooh.
I
Wait,
can't
You're
wait. While people are like thinking about things, why do the stuff you give us make people sick?
What?
The thingies in the like the bookie table, 3 magic items.
I
stuff
Yeah.
in-
I can show off a few. Because I've got
No, I
some
know
of them
what you're
in my
talking
bags.
about. That's not necessary. I know what you're talking about. So fun story. My
Mhm.
patron is very intricately tied to what's going on right now, and I suppose was using my magic to spread that.
Okay, but inside, I don't vibe. I am not gonna trust this guy just of his word.
Understandable.
Um,
I don't know
do,
what
do
I
you
can
have
do.
the name
Oh,
of
oh.
your patron? Just
Eh.
just as an offside?
Oh, their name is.
Does it
And
come out incomprehensible?
so
They
actually,
read
here's the
their
funny
lips
thing.
and make
You see that this creature, again, short,
Mhm.
really just under 3 foot tall, dressed in what almost looks to be like Wolf of Wall Street casual. Complete with like
Patrick,
the Hawaiian,
Patrick
like
Bateman chic.
Patrick Bateman chic. You see that his the static that makes up like his face and his hands still moves when he like it does when he's speaking. However, when a name would come out of his mouth, you see that his static is still moving, but no sound is produced. It's not
Right, yeah.
incomprehensible. It's not something that was said in a language you don't know. Rather, you never heard it to begin with.
Can I read his
I
lips and make
figure it
it
out,
sound
right?
like
Yuka,
Yeah, exactly.
first of all, he has no lips, so I will let you try, but that's going to
No,
be incredibly difficult.
no, but we
Read
did
his
this
static.
before.
Huh?
We did do this
we had
before.
he illusion of face.
You did do this before. Give me 2 seconds. Yuka,
Fuck, I need to think up a name.
you do hear something. A slow, low drone that is just about as long as a name. The other two of you, if you ask him to, he can produce a face.
Hey, please get a face and say that again.
Sure. And he like in his hand appears like a Halloween rubber mask. They're called. And then you see that like
I need
Halloween's rubber mask like lips move as he's speaking.
perfect.
Give me a roll.
Great.
Give me a perception roll.
No, I can read lips. I took the feat to read lips.
Yes, Throgyn needs to give me a perception roll. Cam
Yes.
just gets the knowledge.
Oh, awesome.
No worries. Hello.
You get nothing in this world for free.
Throgyn, what
The
was that?
Western
It's a
is
5,
Cam.
okay. You see, Throgyn, that this Halloween like lips move, the mask's lips move, and you're just sort of like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I want to do that. You completely forget that you're supposed to be like finding a name here. Yeah.
Mhm.
You see that the lips say, one calls me all.
One calls me all.
Yep, like ALL.
Damn. Crazy. That's fucked.
However,
Hmm.
that is not my name. Or sorry, no, however, that is not a name. Did that help you guys at all?
It's a title more than a name, but I guess it's something.
You could hear. No, I guess you couldn't hear.
No,
You had me summon the mask. Right, of course. You can't hear. Right. No, of course. Sorry, I really shouldn't get caught. Of course you can't hear.
I heard.
You heard?
Sorry?
She's gonna try her best to use an animal sound to mimic the drone. Because I think to her it would sound like a bullfrog or like whale song or something.
I think the closest
yeah.
you would be able to get Yuka is somewhere between whale song and a couple of like bug, like insect noises. What you heard, it had no percussion. It had no like differences between the drone.
It's
And it
a
was a
straight.
single tone that was continued, very flat. Very piercing as well.
Ooh. She's gonna copy it. She's gonna mimic
You all
it.
hear what you copies. Cam. Yeah, that sounds about the same.
I'm just like, so Fig's gonna say nothing because he knows that he needs to keep his mouth shut. But hey, Sunny, how hard are you bluffing?
In what way?
I want to know, like, do you actually know it, or are you bluffing to heed that you know it?
Oh no, he's like, of course you didn't hear it. Like she's like, I heard something and this is what I heard. Like she
Oh,
has no reason to
okay.
like she grew up with people like she grew up with animals whose names are like ow,
Right.
and that's
Okay.
their damn name. So she's like,
Hey, Will.
Got it.
he was the runt of the litter and was cast out of the pack. He didn't last the winter.
All right, somebody clip that. Anyways. So
Can we get that? Can we get the fingies for emphasis?
oh well.
Hello?
Where's the should I just do all of those?
Quick, we gotta be hot for the algorithm. No, I'm kidding. Anyways. Yeah, you can absolutely repeat this noise. And you see that he sort of like drops what he was holding, like again, one of these cans. This one very specifically is like sort of raspberry-ish colored. And it just like floats there almost as if he is in zero gravity. He okay, that's great. I did not think we had gotten that far. Okay, yeah, great. Okay, new lore unlocks.
She's gonna grab him by the shirt collar.
He weighs nothing. You are just holding this man.
Mhm.
How far?
What do you mean?
You didn't know we'd gotten this far already?
Okay.
You don't have a face. You don't need air to breathe.
But it's funny if he sounds like he does.
I've seen Valentine's pathetic face for years, but it means something really special coming from this character specifically.
I'm pretty sure this character specifically is why I perfected the horrible face. Like that. He would be a guy with glasses.
I also I cannot stress enough. She's wearing a bear pelt over her face this whole time because they just came from Spike. So he just sees a woman who's otherwise like questionably dressed, if not nude underneath, hard to say, just wearing a bear pelt. And her eyes are coming through where the bear eye holes used to be.
It's just little like pinpricks of light that he can see. It's nothing else. Look, okay, look. Sorry, I should probably like hold myself, right? Okay. Oh, this is why I can't play D&D with my sister, all right? Oh.
This is why you have to play D&D with your sister.
Yeah,
all three of them.
Okay, so basically, okay. I promise I'm not hiding things from you on purpose. The whole way this thing works is that if I tell you things that you've not figured out yourself, it will kill you. And I am trying not to do that. I didn't expect that you and somebody has actually clipped the woo. I didn't expect actually So, look, I can tell you more things now. I can tell you more things than I could have told you before. The thing is, I still can't tell you everything because I don't know that you know everything. Does that make sense?
Big's just
Yes.
like sitting down on the ground now and like sipping his Red Bull. Sorry, unspecified energy drink.
Other energy
His-
drinks
his-
are available.
Blue Buffalo is also a brand, but it's not an energy drink.
Can
I
I
mean-
borrow? Can I get some Monster?
His orange buck.
You get very specifically one of the like passion fruit monsters.
Yes.
Is Yellow Buck a brand that exists?
Sure, have one. It is now. It's a
Yellow
fantasy
Buck.
world.
Yellow Buck.
It just sort of
And
bounces
it's-
up to his shoulder.
Val, I already know who the fucking logo is.
Yes, it's a very dad-botted satyr. Don't worry about it. Anyways, does that help?
He,
No,
you're
okay, that's fair.
you're never helpful. That's just how this is.
I try and be really helpful. Look, I've been told not to put people into weird mirror dimensions where they can learn things.
Yeah, that's a fair restriction. Lady Yuka, could it?
She's let go of him by now.
He for a creature that can float and hover, he just falls to the ground and like bounces off it to like refloat in the air.
Welcome
If-
on the floor.
I would like to reach behind me into one of the piles, and whatever I grab, I'd like to hand to he.
What not Fig, would you like to hand to he?
It was just gonna be like another unspecified energy drink, but now I think it'd be like, I don't know, funnier
Have
to
a
have like
Snickers.
that'd be good.
What was that, sorry?
No, have it be one of the Snickers flavored coffee drinks.
No, we can do that.
That's yep.
Is this one of the ones that comes in the can? Or like in a little bottle that you can get at
It's like a plastic gas station. Yeah.
Okay. Incredible. Our middle America is showing.
And he just like bites through the plastic container and starts shotgunning it.
Have a Snickers. You're not yourself. You're thirsty. I, however, am.
Fig, you are starting to shake a little bit.
Yes,
Just
I
from the caffeine and sugar.
all I've got in my
It's close
stomach
to
is
some
dirty old
anxiety.
bread. It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good. You're pre-gaming hard. Yeah. So, did you want to go back to the Q&A portion of this whole meeting, or did you want to like
I thought this was fun.
leave, or
I don't believe we're done with you yet.
understandable, ma'am. Have a nice day.
God, it feels so nice to have a character who he's actually afraid of. That's really fun.
This is called I am giving my sister wish fulfillment. I cannot abuse her characters all of the time. I'm sorry, that's a joke.
Ooh.
Thank you.
So because our objects by way of magic that are similar to your patron and perhaps the treasure DM are spreading this disease, do you have something that could like contain them? Maybe like anywhere in here? That like, like anti-magic sort of,
So,
possibly
things that I
things?
could do is if you don't have them on you, they can't exactly spread anything because they're not seeing new people, right? That's how vectors work. I think that's how vectors work.
Yeah, but I'd like to keep it is the issue.
Right. Okay.
Fig does not
We
want to let
needed
go
it
of his
to
pucks.
communicate with you.
What?
And you said we needed to keep it to get in contact with you.
Well, okay, so it's not necessarily that you need to keep it to get in contact with me. It's more of like a if I can give you things, that I can basically steal some of your, like, juju that's going on around you so that I can still talk. So because you took items from me last time, I can talk this time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Speaking of, you want some items?
I want some answers.
Understandable.
I look him dead in the face and I just stare into the static.
Understandable. Bad timing. You know what? That's on me. I've not sold things in a long time. Anyway,
We were told we have the tools to resolve the infection,
I
and we have the means to fix it. What can you tell us about that?
Cam, you are going to get information because your passive insight is high enough. Does anyone want to roll insight?
Ooh, please.
Cam, you can roll
Certainly.
to aim for a nat 20. However, if your roll is below the DC, you're not going to get the information.
Oh, that's
It's a gamble.
Oh,
You feeling lucky, punk?
nope.
Yeah, I was right not to feel lucky, but somebody else was.
Why is May giggling? Did May break
Fig
my
got a nat
plot?
20. Fig got a nat 20. Fig got a
Ah.
nat 20. Fig got a nat 20.
Right, of course, because I said nat 20, so of course the nat 20s showed up. All right, cool. Throgyn, you know absolutely nothing. You're gonna take this man at face value.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yuka, based on his waffling, you are able to tell that this guy is definitely hiding something. However, with a 13, you're not going to know if it is because he is trying to hide something or because it seems to just be in his nature to be a little bit of a sleazebag. Like, he's a little bit of a sleazeball. He's a little bit of a used car salesman.
If there's one thing that Yuka really doesn't like, it's bards and sorcerers.
Luckily, this man is
And
neither
warlocks
of those two.
are a close third.
There you go.
Mhm.
Cam, you see in the static that every so often it pings. And it doesn't ping in the way that it does most of the time, where it's very freeform and it just really looks like visual snow. Rather, sometimes it pings almost like scribbles. And as you're looking at it a little bit more, you realize that you're able to make out certain shapes, but you're not sure of all of the shapes that you could be seeing. What you see, Cam, is to the response. We have heard that we have all the tools. You see that there is a scribble of a gnome. A gnome with very, very curly hair and what looks to be a very long hooked nose. You see a scribble of a drow woman. A drow woman that appears to be wearing a helmet of some sort. And you also see scribbles of a dragonborn man. A dragonborn man with fins that almost look like they would fit on an aquatic lizard species. Along with scribbles and drawings of you think they're a man, although they have antlers growing out of their head, very strong, like 14, 15 point buck antlers under this just mop of shaggy hair. And as you catch these very fleeting scribbles, you then catch another one that unfortunately you're able to recognize that there was a face there. And you're able to recognize that there was some sort of like grief there, but you're not able to catch what the actual face was of. Fig, you're able to catch these scribbles, but you're able to parse them a little bit faster. Almost as if, for whatever reason, you looked scribbles and into the weave of this creature. You see all these same scribbles. You also see that last one, that look of grief, is coming from a tiefling with horns that curl like a ram's horns. And you're able to see deep, deep down into the eyes of this scribble to see the reflection cast there. And you see it as a reflection of a wall going up, of a barrier going up, with 4 faces, not faces, almost a view from the side, one in a row after the other. A gnome, a dwarf, an orc, and a drow woman, all in various states of pain, as it looks like their relevancy is being taken from them, sucked out of them. Fig, do you keep looking?
The fact that it's the barrier and my previous research, I want to know these people's uh ideas and other things. 100% I am going to continue to look into any detail I possibly can.
Everyone else is going to watch as Fig, where he sits, slumps. Every conscious muscle in his body going limp. To most of you, it looks like he is fainting. Except for he does not wake up right away. His drink spilling itself, leaving a sticky mess for him to clean up later. Fig. At the end of this scene, I am going to require from you both a wisdom saving throw and an intelligence saving throw.
Yep.
Fig. You see, as you were looking into these dark gray and black scribbles, all of a sudden, you look through and you see something that is silhouette. It is no longer changing and malleable. It is strong and there. And it is deep within the core of this man, of this being, a humanoid figure with a set of ram's horns. And the moment you look and the moment you see, you realize that you have equally been perceived. Not to the same extent, not to the same depth or disparity. Rather, you know that this creature sees that you are there. And you see that same brief look of anticipatory grief before you are blinded. Fig, you are floating.
Mm-hmm.
The ground underneath your feet no longer exists. There is no air brushing against you. Everything seems to be still, and out around you, you see hundreds upon thousands upon trillions of stars. In front of you, there is a light that begins to get brighter and brighter. Before you see smoke come up from your sensor and wrap its way around your head, almost as if it's smothering you like a blanket in the summer. You don't see, you feel this triple-eyed symbol through the smoke. Do you push through it?
So, who wants to see Fig's further lot, or does Fig, as his avoidance of confrontation goes away? Anyone want to tell me what to do?
Develop that character, baby. Put that man in situations.
I can also pause here, May, and go back to the other 3 if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to see
Would-
what they do with my painted body. Let's do it.
All right, Fig is fainted.
Medicine check immediately.
Immediately medicine check.
Cam's also sitting up now, like, that seems like a thing to focus on.
Believe
than
it is a
just
non-natural 20.
That's
Yes.
a lot.
Because like normally she'd just be like, oh, well.
Stress got to him.
Eh.
The
what
caffeine
you gonna
was
do
too
in my
much.
woods now, city boy?
That caffeine was too much.
By the way, May,
But
you
here,
can go
but
ahead
here
and
she's
roll
like,
me
I do
your,
not trust this
saving
man. I
throws
do
if
not
you
trust
want
this world.
Sorry.
What
Ian,
did you
what
say
was
that one time?
that? Mhm.
You can roll me your saving throws if you want to.
Oh, yes.
Yuka, with a non-natural 20, you know that Fig's body is completely okay. There is nothing that would have led him to faint, which means whatever is going on is completely mental and or like mind-affecting magics.
Could I do? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Could I do like an investigation or Arcana maybe to see what's going on?
Give me
What
an
I think is
Arcana.
going on.
Give me an Arcana. Yuka, as you're
And was
checking
it,
him over, you notice one thing, which is as you sort of pull one of Fig's eyes open, you see that his pupils have shrunk to almost as small as they can get.
Mhm.
And there is a tiny light inside of it.
Does it look anything like the light she saw when she was going through the motions with all?
Yes.
And was it, sorry, for saving throws, int and whiz?
Yeah, correct.
He's fucked.
Before. Oh.
She's just gonna roll him on his side because she's the only one I
Recovery
think who's strong
position.
enough to.
I have a question
Yeah, go ahead.
because, fixed saves have already been rolled, so I don't think it can apply anymore.
Go ahead.
But I do have enhanced ability, which would allow advantage on some type of check, and I'm pretty sure a save is a check.
A save is actually not a check in D&D.
Is it not? I thought
No.
it was.
Checks
Okay,
and saves
well, then
are unfortunately two different things.
I don't. That's not fair.
I have anything that could help the man.
You can still enhance ability if you want to. It would like apply to a check that they make. Certainly
Yeah,
not a bad
but-
idea.
There.
When he's done
Yeah.
having his spirit quest and his seizure, I will cast lesser restoration, I guess.
Oh, Feather knows why what Fig rolled is so lucky.
It's the, I don't have the intelligence to know what's happening, but I might have the wisdom to stop.
Yes, yeah.
Before
Oh,
DM,
Yeah.
I will cast it, and because it's a mental thing, Cam's gonna assume it's about wisdom because that seems more survival related than intelligence.
Sounds good.
So he has advantage on wisdom check.
Sounds good. Fig, you've got advantage on wisdom checks.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Or a check. I don't know.
Yuka, you've seen this light within Fig's eyes. Do you tell anything to your compatriots before we go back to Fig?
He's with the patron.
I thought that'd be more difficult.
Yeah.
He's with the
Is he-
patron.
Is he gonna be okay?
Considering the patron is the one who is
70,
orchestrating
64.
much of this, anything could happen.
Great.
So we have to put our faith that Fig will make the right choice for himself.
Awesome. Love that. You got this, Fig. I'm just gonna. I've heard people can hear you if they're unconscious. So I'm just gonna keep like talking motivationally to Fig.
That's amazing. I love that. All right, then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go on break because I'd like to take a quick 10 minutes aside for some funny shenanigans, and then also to ask May how we want to do this. So
Mhm.
I will have the stream off air until probably about the half hour, maybe till 5 over half, depending on how long some of those OSA talks take. Yeah, be back then. All right. again, live. All right, cool. So, hello, welcome back. I hope you've had a lovely break. I hope you've had time to get ready for what is about to occur. I've briefed most of my players on this. Fig, of course, being one of the most important to be briefed on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to ask Feather very quickly to unmute themselves because they're about to get the results of their Arcana roll. Because I realized I had forgotten to give them that. I'm so sorry. You just took a bite of something.
It's okay, but I assume I didn't get anything out of it yet.
You
Yeah.
do actually. You
Wait,
rolled
yeah.
fairly good. What you would know is that Fig has basically
Oh,
the way what you are seeing when you look at Fig is you also see those pinpricks of light deep, deep, deep in Fig's eye. And you are able to determine that whatever this is, it is distinctly magical. It is in fact so magical that it is like it's surprising you hadn't seen it before. Like it is some of the strongest magic you have ever seen. And it's also not of a type that you know. It's conjuration and illusion and abjuration and kind of evocate. It's all of them, really. But it's also none of them. You think that between yourself and the items that you guys as a party are carrying, if you wanted to, you would likely be able to find a way to trace this magical source. So, everyone except for Fig, tell me if you wish to do that. Back to May, back to Fig. May.
Before I go back into my vision quest, is like, because you had said that like in my whatever that like the sensor had risen up to
Mhm.
sort of block out my eyes. Was there anything in person on my body that anything happened with it there?
Yes,
Or is it
absolutely.
just
Actually,
all?
Throgyn would also notice this. Yeah, you're completely correct. Throgyn
Mhm.
would notice that the sensor that Fig carries, that has a holy symbol on it, is burning. It's not like burning up, but rather it is burning hot, like there is something happening with it. And looking at it, you would be able to tell that whatever is happening here, there is a very strong magical signal coming from the sensor. However, it is a different magical symbol than whatever is in his eyes. There's similarities, but they're not the same. May. Fig floats in nothingness. The stars have been covered up by this smoke, this mustardish, yellowish smoke. It doesn't hurt you. It is simply very present. What would you like to do? You think you can hear Cam somewhere very, very far.
Mhm. Okay, that actually does help that I still hear Ham, because to me that means my body isn't in any danger currently. So I'm not going to try to like knock myself out of what in my mind I'm now calling like a vision quest. Uh but it's like I am like wary of perhaps like magical burnout now. So it's like if I feel myself getting, I don't know, too much magical energy coursing through me, that's when I'd like try to cut myself off. Might not be possible, but that's and now Fig hears a voice in his head. Um and it's not my own voice. But it's the Mhm. But I think I still need to look. I we've been
And
we've
you
been
feel smoke begin to recede as you begin to push through. Very, very slowly, you watch as it breaks around you. And you see it almost recede serpentine back into the sensor on your head. You notice that the eyes on the sensor glow one final time, that color, yellow color, before vanishing off the engraving. Before you, May, there is light, there is beauty. It is humanoid, you think. At the very least, it looks orcish to you. It flows. You can't find its edges. The more you try and find where it ends, the less you're able to. But if you fuzz your eyes a little bit, defocus, you're able to make out more or less a humanoid. Welcome. You've come far to get here. You came a different way than I
hello.
expected.
I suppose I'm not quite sure where here is.
Would you like to ask?
Would I receive a relevant answer?
Of course.
Um, mm,
I will tell you as much as I can at this moment, this time.
I thank you for your patience and knowledge. If you haven't guessed already, Fig is running through his pamphlets again.
Yeah. You do feel that you still have your knapsack on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you wanted to get those out.
No,
Understandable.
no. Pamphlets are a before interaction type of thing. They are not in the midst of interaction thing. That's part of the pamphlets. That's part of their instructions. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm making it up right now as I go along. What would be the you have encountered a higher deity of unknown origin? One, graciously thank them for not basically smiting you. Two, don't ask weird open-ended questions because that's going to get you nowhere. And then three, just like I think it's like limit your time as best as you can. um so brain think this is both Fig and myself that I'm trying to figure out said relevant question. Um oh, here we go. Uh, what tools do we, myself and my four compatriots, need to stop this arcane magical disease which people are being infected by and forgetting who they are.
Your asking it shows that it's not understood yet. No, you know.
That was not to that
When
being.
I
That was
say,
you.
I know.
Anyway.
When I say you have the tools, I mean that you are all capable of stopping at this moment if you choose to. I also mean that what your friend isn't, it is true in the way that she understood it. However, it is also not true in the sense of it is the only way. You have the tools with which to stop this thing. I cannot tell you what they are or they will cease to function. I know you are worried about open-ended questions and questions that take too long. Would you like to alter your strategy, your role?
Out of character, May thinks this is like a fucking sorry, freaking
This is an 18+ stream,
like
don't worry about it.
that sorry, that question, DM, that sounded like I don't know, a character shift that like I'd no longer be a cleric. That's how it sounded to me. Uh um I'm sorry, I'm writing this down immediately after you say it.
Understandable. Have a nice
So,
day. There will also be a VOD.
mhm. But no, I thank you for the offer, but I prefer myself as I currently am.
Of course. It is no difference to me, do not worry. It is a difference, but it is not a problematic one.
Mhm. Perhaps this is more answerable. Can we ever find in person a figure who uh, has been known to us as Tragedium, and where can we find it?
I could send one to you now if you wish it. They are not difficult to find if you know what you're looking for, though it does require a certain amount of understanding of how the world functions. I believe Lady Yuka has already found it. And I believe that you will now as well. Would you like me to send one to you?
As long as it is not harming us right away and is not harming a person that it is perhaps a part of.
Of course. The next person you meet that falls under those constrictions will be a tragedian.
My thanks. If I can return to my body and my compatriots at this time, I would be grateful.
Of course. And you watch as this figure reaches up, seems to almost pluck something out of the air, out of the, well, not of the air, but out of the sky, and begins to hand over a hand as if to drop something into yours. Do you outstretch your hand to accept it?
I'm not denying a lady person thing being who was freely offering me something. So, yes.
And you watch as this being's light shifts, and into your hand, you see that there is a light, blue, shifting to yellows and greens, whites. And the more you look at it, the more you start to make out some lovely, gorgeous cities. Cities 6. And then you find yourself waking up in your body. Your pants are wet and sticky.
Oh. I was like, what? What happened? Oh, right. I spilled my drink.
Now, you rolled me a wisdom save and an intelligence save earlier. Big.
Yep.
You are going to notice everything around you seems slightly two-dimensional. Almost like trim carving. Cutouts that are propped up on cardboard legs. You see that there are 4 people around you. Chamomile looking standard. Throgyn looking same as always. Yuka looking normal as she does, or as normal as she can. And he, who now that you are looking at him, he is stuffed. Fabric made. Paper made? Regardless. 3-dimensional, but only barely. As if he's forcing himself to be.
Yeah.
Stay
He,
on your side.
uh,
Stay on your side.
uh, what was in that drink? Uh,
Caffeine and sugar and artificial colorings and preservatives. Flavorings.
uh-huh.
Mostly
I like
artificial.
push. I if it's the cans in front of me, I push it away from me.
Yep, you do. Just a little last bit of like
Mhm.
fluid sloshes out.
Mhm. Ah. Uh. Um. Uh. Cam. Cam. Uh.
Yeah.
How many boredoms did you go through? I'm looking at my watch again.
And it's been just under
Well, I've been.
a second.
You weren't gone that long, and I was paying
Uh,
attention to you. I'm not always
okay.
bored. Are you okay?
It's times time is a thing, a construct that exists only in some places. Um. Uh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, Lady Yuga, I I I try to sit up now. Uh,
You sit up, there is nothing wrong with your body.
mhm, might be a little stiff. Um,
You were out for less than a
yeah.
second.
She lets you. She's like, I know what brain damage looks like.
um,
Yeah.
You notice that the being floating there looks sad. Looks regretful.
Oh, I can see that he is like felt now too.
You can.
Oh no.
My boy.
Are you okay? As I pointed,
Hmm.
he.
I. Why wouldn't I be?
But you just amid sadness. I don't know how to explain it.
mhm.
I. Look, your friend is here. He
Yes,
seems to be handling it well, I
yes.
think.
Did
Uh,
you not want
do you
him to be here or handling it well?
do you do you mean the the vision thing that's there and there and there and you and there?
And with the and you and there, Cam, you're going to see him deflate.
I'm
He's
just
not
imagining
handling
a
it well.
Looney Tunes have walked into a wall
Yeah,
like
I
2D paper.
know too.
He doesn't fully. No. So Fig.
No, I get the
Yeah.
flavors in, but my brain just went.
He flat Stanleys himself. Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
No, oh no, oh no,
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna fix the camera, but please keep talking.
I. Oh dear. Well, that's incredible, and I'm glad that you found that. And don't go.
Uh-huh.
Handling this surprisingly well.
I mean, uh, um, Lady Yuka did mention some odd stuff when she received her information
And you
that
see that his
broke my
static
brain
whips
then.
around to face Yuka. Oh dear. Oh, that's not. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, of course. And you're gonna tell me that you see each other's faces now, right?
Whip over to Yuka.
As it like okay, as in like is he implying that we wouldn't be able to like see each other's like 3D situation, or what does he mean by that?
Great question. What does he mean by that?
Insight. Insight. Wait!
I
Oh my god! I think Sunny K figured it out. I don't think you can
I
has.
no, I think I did too, but Fig is like, I see Lady Yuka. She's right there. I see
Oh,
her
that's
face.
cursed.
But um, very
Is it 18 high enough?
fun.
An 18 is not high enough.
Okay, that's for the
That
best,
DC is higher than
probably.
18.
Yeah, that's for the best.
That's so dumb.
Oh, I can't wait for Cam and Throgyn to have their fun little vision quests.
I'm
Guys,
so
you should
confused.
have a vision quest. It's a great time.
hmm
Definitely not an
but
MLM. Also, can I have 500 euros, please?
Yes, only
What's
if I
a
can sell
euro?
this to 5 more people.
I can turn you into my downline.
Can I
I
just
will recruit the entire Feywild.
Hey, no, that's my domain. Fuck off.
They would love MLMs.
They would love MLMs.
Okay, but
If you can get 5
can
people to
Cam
say thank you to you, I'll give you my middle name.
but can Cam with them whipping to look at each other just try and figure out what the fuck they're looking for?
Yeah, you can give me a perception check.
I'm not gonna pass, but Cam's definitely at least
Mhm.
gonna try.
And then yeah, Lady Yuka, so
21?
what
So Cam, with the 21, you will notice, I'm so sorry, I've just interrupted you, May. With the 21, you'll notice that
it's
Fig and
important, go.
Yuka are definitely looking at each other. Yuka seems to be looking at Fig's physical face, scanning for any like physical abnormalities or differences or shape changes or something like that.
Mhm.
Fig almost seems to be looking more at Yuka as a person, trying to figure out like, no, okay, Yuka is still. Cam, you don't know this. Rose, you know this. Yuka is still
Mhm.
three-dimensional. Why is she okay? She's normal, that's fine, but like the other person here is stuffed. You're not entirely sure what they're looking for, Cam, but
Mhm.
you do know that whatever they are looking for is not a physical feature that you have seen on either of them before. It almost looks to be a bit more like metaphysical.
I want metaphysical eyesight. How do I get a dream first?
So I okay, I'll come back to you, Cam. I think I've got to wait for that to happen if you want that to happen. But Lady Yuka, so I think it was with the deity that you had mentioned, mostly because uh she hit them. Um, I'm gonna go with she. That's how it worked out in my vision quest. Um, she sort of mentioned that she had talked to you before, so I think it's the same one there. So check.
Hmm.
That's confirmation there. Um, so that's that happened. I'm not. Let's see. I'm like doing a sort of like chally or checklist of like going through my body. Let's see. I'm just gonna do like a quick spell.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to be like, do I have magic currently? So I cast.
Yeah,
I want to.
yeah.
Can I target a pile of pillows and torch them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it's
What?
sacred flame. Because
Oh.
because I want
Yeah,
to see
yeah, check. Yeah, yeah.
if I still have my sacred powers. Um,
So Fig,
and
you
May wants to light it on fire. Anyway.
so Fig, yeah, you focus for a second, you try and pull that magic that you know sort of wells up from your sensor. And you cast
Hmm.
this flame out and you watch as this big pile of just pillows and fabric just goes up in flame.
And if they were 2D, I'd like to see
Cool.
like how it interacts. If I'm thinking like a 3D flame is going to a 2D object.
You see that your flame looks standard. As it leaves
Hmm.
your hand, it looks normal. It looks the same way it's always looked. However, the moment that it hits this set piece,
Hmm.
your flame is still 3D. However,
Yep.
the pillows themselves, they are two-dimensional, and their burning is two-dimensional.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. You notice one other thing, which is that the engraving on your sensor is still there in the
Hmm.
physical world and does still
Yep.
glow slightly as you cast this spell.
Hmm. Okay. So it's like Pig is thinking that's trippy. Pointing at the 3D flames and 2D burning pillows, and then is like, okay, I'm still magical. And then I just like start praying.
Yeah, who
What?
are you praying to?
As, uh, the weird little voice inside my head that clouded my eyes from getting completely blinded.
You pig, pick a god and
Yeah,
pray.
exactly.
Yeah, you start praying. You want to give me a
Exactly.
religion check?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll do
You
a
should pray
religion.
to the Lord.
Hmm?
You should pray to my dad.
Do you want to know how your
No.
dad's doing right now?
No, I
But,
don't. No, I don't. So you absolutely should not pray to my dad right now.
Right, and this isn't a wisdom one, so I don't get Am's bonus. It's just a int. But yeah. Here you go, non-natural.
Non-natural 20. All right. You're level 3 right now. No, you're level 4 right now. Yeah. You hear as you reach out, you get the very distinct sense that you're basically pushing against almost like a clear plane, like a clear wall.
Yep.
And you can just barely hear as if through muffled aquarium glass. You're back. What does Fig pray for?
No, I'm thanking for not going mad and not being blinded and not having my mind taken to another plane and kept there in perpetual.
Your thanks are heard, though the second is particularly funny. And then you feel the aquarium glass begin to recede.
May's understanding that Fig is getting there.
Valentine
But
is
yeah,
saying, "Hey May, look at that gods list again." Anyways.
Anyway, so Fig's just sort of on the ground mumbling if anybody else wants to talk.
Who would I be to just not let him do his own thing? He deserves to do his own thing.
Rake him. So, while that's happening,
There's just flames going up in the background, smoke billowing.
I'm just not gonna touch that. I'm just not gonna touch that. He has done that for a reason. I'm just not gonna touch that. Granted, if he sets one thing on fire, he is handling this much better than I handled this. How? So you two know? Do you two know? Looks at
I'm
Cam and
just
Throgyn.
generally clueless about life, honestly.
Great. Honestly, good for you. Better that way. Highly recommend it.
But it doesn't solve the issue.
What?
Well, but it doesn't solve the issue.
Well, no, it doesn't. Not at all. That's fair. That is true. I suppose there is always ways to solve the issue without, using high and mighty. How much do you know about infectious disease? That's what it is, right? I think that's what it's called.
Well, I'm also not very smart.
Gotcha. All right, yeah, that's gonna make that harder then. Well, I could.
Okay, mouth, come on.
And you see that the static continues moving, but sound stops coming out. Yuka, Fig, neither of you can hear anything. Actually, sorry, no, Yuka and Fig, you can both hear the drone.
We don't know yet.
Did you try to have a mouth again?
He snaps. And you see that there is no proof of magic that you have come to expect.
Oop.
Oh.
I sort of, I don't know how close he is to me, but like I might, if it's like closer than like 2 steps, I take those and like I pat him on the shoulder, sort of like, yeah, that would happen.
You see that you feel that he is still there. And as you get close to him, you notice he's like frantically like patting himself down. he stops for a minute, looks at you. Fig, you get the very distinct sense that he is looking at you and begging. And you watch as he, like, on his sleeve, takes out just this tiny little cufflink and offers it to you.
Oh, he's run out of magic. We need to buy some.
Infectious disease thing, my dude. Remember that we had that conversation. I mean,
We
I
can throw
know.
it away after.
And he starts floating
We can take it and
closer and
toss it.
closer to the ground, slowly lowering.
I will say, I think my pats had me dribbling him like a basketball.
Here's the funny thing. He actually can't go back up, so if you pat him, he stays down.
Can I pick him up?
Yeah, he weighs nothing. He weighs absolutely nothing.
You could just take him with
I
us.
hold him like Simba. I hold him like Simba. Also because Fig is just a lot larger than me, and like he's trying to offer Fig something, so like he
Here, have a doll.
I have acquired the tiny being.
You watch as he sort of like closes his hand and starts putting his hand down. Like, Throgyn, he looks over his shoulder towards you and like,
I'll take
Nice.
it. I'll take it. Give it.
Thank you. In 2 minutes, I'll find something else. It's fine. And
Oh no.
you see that he basically sort of like wiggles a little bit. Do you drop him?
No. I hold him I make
He
like a
poofs.
little seat out of my arm.
He poofs. And you see that he ends up
What?
in the pile, like just across the table from you. And he's like digging through it. Again, it's very physical. He's like grabbing these objects. Yuka and Fig, it's bizarre to watch as he basically picks up an object. For a brief flash of a second, it almost begins to take on a three-dimensional look before being cast aside and going straight back to that like cutout. And he goes through and he goes through and he goes through and he ends up grabbing what looks to be a small vial, only about the size of one of your hands, filled with some sort of green bubbling liquid. And as soon as he grabs it, you watch that it becomes crystal clear, three-dimensional. You can tell that it's made out of glass, that whatever that liquid is inside of it is there, it's real. And he just like sprints, just desperately, almost falling over his own feet, like he's unused to using them towards Throgyn, and like holds it up.
I take it.
Thank you.
I take it.
Oh, he's so wet. And
What is it?
pathetic.
He's so wet. Sopping man.
It's a poison. It's a poison. It will kill almost anything incredibly quickly. The problem is they have to like be willing.
Mm-hmm. Be willing to die.
Be willing. Not necessarily to die.
Let's drink it.
To drink.
Mm-hmm.
That's only one. Two. That's two. Does somebody want a third?
Sure.
I'll take a fourth.
Say that again, both of you.
Yes, I will.
I'll take a fourth.
There isn't a fourth.
There are only three.
There are only three.
Then I shall take one next time.
Thank you.
Can we return the things you gave us before?
Yes. At this point, they have. Well, I don't know. If you return them, I don't know what will happen.
Okay, how about I don't return them to you, but I just leave them like here. And you promise not to touch them because they're mine, but they're here.
They're on layaway.
Yes, yes, yes. That sounds very. Very, very of your heritage, Cam.
Thank you.
Can I make this man horrible? Yes, I can. You'll take the third. Okay.
Yeah.
And you see that he like looks you up and down. I know. And he like sticks a hand in his pocket, and very in the like cartoon style where like you can see his hand like stretching the edges of his pocket as he digs through it. He pulls out what looks to be a very, very, very old BOD passport and offers it to you.
Okay. I'll accept it, and can I read whose name is on it?
Sonny K, would you like to say the name that's on it?
No, he's your son. You deserve to do the honors.
You see that the name that is on the like written in the inside page is Tarples.
It's what? Sorry?
Tarples. Tarplyz.
Doppler.
And there
YZ.
is a
Okay.
drawing, a crude image of a purple tiefling. This
If I see this
Page.
image, is it a
is old. Easily 900 years old.
mhm.
Picture of
I did not hear what that was, Sonny K.
it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
With the Fig's vision thing, was the tiefling that he saw a purple tiefling?
You never
just
saw
wondering
color.
if there was. Okay, I didn't see color. Okay, good to know.
Monochrome.
Oh, you did.
However,
Well,
the horns are the same.
Mm-hmm.
and Throgyn mentioned in like a dragon statue vision, a purple tiefling.
Yep, correct.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Is
Do
there a
you just
date on the
find these
passport so that I know it's 900 years old?
carbon dating. Let's go.
There's not a date that you would understand because it's the Feywild.
Yep, that checks out.
Yeah, sorry.
It's so
Cam
relative.
knows.
Mm-hmm.
But I asked he like, so do you just find these things, or are they yours, or what?
It depends. So, this place, it used to be called the Mercantile Pile, and basically things that go missing or are willingly disposed of end up here. Within reason. However, it's not necessarily tied to one plane, so I kind of get things from everywhere. Which means I
Okay.
can hand you things like this that are not from the material plane, even though that we're currently kind of like adjacent to the material plane.
But we also exited into Feywild options. Like Feywild, you can move places. That makes sense.
Not technically. Like, technically, this is a dimension, and it just sort of like, you know what a Venn diagram is?
Well, there's a Feywild guy called Van. He was like a nerd, but that's about all I know.
Great. Okay, so imagine like two circles that are kind of overlapping
Yeah.
in the center.
Mm-hmm.
That's how this plane works. It can just sort of like shove up into a different plane partially, and that's why the doors are kind of weird sometimes. Because planes aren't really supposed to do that.
Yeah, but this is not a plane. This is a dimension. You just said that.
It's both, and it's neither, and it's whatever the story needs it to be.
Ah. Okay, sure. Do you know this guy?
Ven? No, I don't know Ven.
No, this guy. And I show the card.
Yeah, I think I met him.
He looks
Prime
like-
prime opportunity for a Star Wars quote missed there, buddy.
Of course I know him. He's me. Actually, you know what?
Wait.
That's funnier. Of course I know him. He's me.
You don't have horns.
It's still
She
static.
took a-
It is still static coming
Yep.
out of his head.
Mm-hmm.
She took him in the horse.
Okay, sure. People change into other things all the time. Currently, I'm a cat.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. They got some fur. I like the spots.
Big fan. But like, I wasn't aware I kind of copied your look at the
Horns
start.
fall off. Fig and Yuka, you actually notice that while the horns are falling off, you see a flash of light almost like vaporizing them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you no longer permitted to hold this form?
Sorry, one thing at a time. Kim, you didn't steal my look. That's not how horns work. Last I checked.
But I was also a purple tiefling,
Yes.
and I'm
More than
pretty
one.
sure I took my look from some guy who was causing trouble in the Feywild.
Okay, that might actually be IP infringement.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm apologizing.
Understandable. To be fair, I didn't think it was a problem. So continue on, I guess.
But currently, I'm a cat. We'll see what I become next. I don't
Fair
know.
enough. I like that.
Cat's closer to bird, anyway. I think.
Is cat closer to bird? I
No,
don't know if it is.
no. Dwarf is closer to bird, apparently.
Oh, good point. You have a picture of what you look like, Throgyn.
Actually,
Yes,
turtle is closer to bird.
I
Just
pull
letting
out
you
a
know.
drawing I have. Here.
I'm gonna try and become what Throgyn looked like before he got birded.
Yeah, you were
Based on the
as a
drawing.
changeling, you were fully able to do this, and I can hear our artist crying.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna be twinsies with Throgyn, except one of us got birded.
Thank you, round of
It's
Zards.
incredible.
You've become a dwarf. Cam is now a dwarf.
Detroit become
Could you
Feather, do
keep the
you-
horns? That's cool.
Feather, do you want to describe what Cam looks like right now?
Yeah, I'm a dwarf. I used to be very. I'm still very small. We're short. um, I'm a ginger. I'm a ginger dwarf. Sometimes I would dye my hair, but most of the time I would be ginger. My eyes, dwarven eyes tend to be very, very light, so they can reflect more light or something. So I just have very pale eyes. I have a beautiful beard. I'll braid yours soon. We'll get to it. It's a tradition. We need to get there. Intricate braids and beards are good. The rest of the hair is just away. Curly. Yeah, good. Yeah, adventurers clothes. Well, adventurers, scammers clothes.
Well, not for Cam. Cam's currently wearing
Join dwarf.
oversized.
Yeah.
tiefling clothes.
I can see if I have some of my old clothes left. We might need to go visit my house, but we'll get there.
I mean,
No, but
there's
if you
a
could
pile
also
just
grow the horns back,
over
I think that's
there.
really cool.
Just saying.
I don't know if they're dusty though. I'm sorry, Heat, but I don't know if those clothes are dusty.
Make them undusty, but I'm kind of hesitant to use
No.
my magic right now.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Everything I get from you is dusty.
Okay,
Like
not
gray dust.
everything you get from me.
Like bad dust.
Oh, the ash. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Are you sure?
It's not dust. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
dust, it's detritus. It's not detritus.
Ash is also part of what dust is. Dust is not only dead skin cells.
Fair enough. Anyways, you think we're good? You guys are having a nice everything's okay? No, like, weird revelations about anything? Everything's
I
okay?
do believe you're deflecting a question.
Yes?
You
Because
are
I
not
was told that
permitted.
they didn't want the clothes in the wardrobe?
You are not permitted to hold that form anymore, are you? Much in the same way you're not permitted to tell us certain information.
That question, yes. No. Okay. That one I can't actually talk about because people have already figured that one out. No, I can't. I can't hold that form anymore. That form was given up willingly when I entered into a warlock contract. Well, okay, willingly is a bit of a stretch, but it was given up when I entered into a warlock contract. Do you want more information, or is that? Are you happy with that one?
More is fun.
Cam, what is the name on that document again?
I just give the card because I don't feel like reading it out loud. Oh no.
There's certain misdemeanor activity associated with this name. Passes it back to Cam.
You don't read the name out loud.
No, I don't.
Understand?
I'm so curious to know what would happen if I did, but I didn't do it, so it's
Sorry, you don't do it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyways, what do you think your next step is going to be? Just so I don't have to track you guys.
Fick, do you have any insight from your time with the patron
Uh,
that would
she did mention, and it's like, you're gonna know this either way, right? And I point to he.
I know many things. I don't know.
I do a side huddle then.
Sidebar.
I will see this happening and just distract him by asking if he's the guy that caused the bureau to be formed in the first place.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Mhm.
long story, and then I'm just gonna trail off and we're gonna have this conversation while you guys take center stage.
Yo, she did mention that when I asked if we would encounter the physical being who we know as Tragedium, uh she offered to bring one to us. And I said yes, but only if it would not harm us as well as not harm any inhabitant it was in. So unfortunately, I'm not possibly the next person we come across is going to be, I don't know, ill already or somehow connected to said Treasure DM, and it's so we might want to plan for an encounter in that way. So it might not matter exactly where we go, but that's probably who we're going to see.
I'm drawing a total blank. Do you remember what inoculated us last time? Was it lesser restoration or was it something more interventive? Like,
What do you mean
because
by
there was a
inoculated?
period where,
What do you mean by inoculated?
because like, weren't we at some point like some of the members of the group were like we recovered from the infection, and then we got it again?
None of the
We
members of the group actually are infected.
Right.
yeah, we're not.
But we like for a time we weren't like carriers.
Correct.
We put all of our stuff in the corner of the library, and then we were separated. from them.
Okay.
And
So it was
then,
just a matter of
like-
distance.
Just leave the shit
and
here.
then
Hmm.
also it's like, I think currently I know I'm holding stuff, but I think other 2 people are not holding stuff. And then,
I think at this point
so-
in time, Cam is holding things, Fig is holding things, Throgyn is holding things. Yuka, I
Okay.
think you gave
Yep.
everything of yours to Throgyn and Cam.
I don't have anything of Yuka's, I don't think.
Okay.
I'm not able to carry much, so I don't think I'd voluntarily accept more weight.
That's fair.
Well, we could rent. We
I
could
think I
rent a
still have
locker
Yuka's
here and
boot.
keep it there.
Yeah, exactly.
You could like to speak with Throgyn, please. She's just gonna like put a palm on his head and turn him around.
The beak stays stationary for a second before, turning with it. Callback.
The gyroscopic bird head.
I'm sorry, are you an owl or are you a bird? Anyways.
All birds got
all,
it.
all birds have a lot of
much.
flexibility.
Not the same like swivel 270 degrees
Yep.
direction situation, but regardless, she's gonna start like pawing through his possessions.
I
Remember,
quickly
Yuka is
rip away.
currently wearing a bear
I
pelt, and therefore there is in fact a bear paw going through your possessions.
rip away. I go away. I run away. And take my
Strength or-
possessions with me.
Strength versus dex save.
Yeah, go ahead.
Grapple check. Grapple check.
Grapple
Yes.
check.
So, do I do strength or do I do?
You do dex. Or strength. Athletics
Oh,
or
good.
acrobatics. Give me one.
Athletic. Okay.
Yuka, athletics required.
Acrobatics.
That's my better one. Oof, tough luck, buddy.
What's them rolls? What's them rolls? What's them
I
rolls?
keep rolling bad.
16.
B9.
I keep rolling bad.
Why you mad?
Wait.
Why you mad? You stole my shit.
I cast command. I cast command.
You cast command. Can you cast command in the chat so that you can know what save to make?
What the fuck?
Oh yes.
It's
Cast spell.
charisma?
Oh no.
No wisdom saving.
I'm fucked.
Wisdom.
Oh, it's wisdom. Never mind, it's wisdom.
I don't think I'm fucked. Hang on.
You can just roll straight from the
Yeah.
little chat bar
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw.
Don't expect command to come out at Yuka.
I'm fucked.
Oh,
Alright, Throgyn, you get a one-word command.
stop.
So she's stopping, but her hand is still pawing your head.
I have a very smooth head. I can get out of this.
This is fair. You can get out of this. He's got a whole
I
6
run
seconds to
away,
get
I
out of
take
this
all my
before you
belongings.
Save again, yeah.
I run off. I cast another spell. I cast disguise self.
Okay.
Bitch, I know what you look like. There's nobody else here.
To be fair, there's a lot of props you can hide behind. There's a lot of like piles of shenaniganery.
You're gonna be
Yeah,
three-dimensional. I will find you.
Throgyn doesn't know this. Throgyn
I
doesn't know
disguise
about
myself as
three-dimensional.
Cam.
Ooh.
Currently looking like a dwarf, so
You disguise yourself as your old self. It's ingenious.
Yeah.
Is that something he can even do?
Yeah, technically it is.
Yeah, I have disguise self.
Ooh,
Technically this is fully allowed.
okay.
I will say, Cam should still have the horns though, so
oh, Cam
but-
doesn't have the horn. Cam's just actual
Oh,
part.
okay.
Yuka, you watch
I
as,
could-
you watch as Throgyn runs behind a pile of stuff, and then out comes another chamomile.
No, not a dwarf.
I have clay with me, and I'm just claying a bit to pretend I'm.
Hmm.
Ooh, a dragon. Look, I made a little ball.
Are you trying to make something out of clay like Cam does?
Yeah.
I counter prestidigitation and I make it seem like I've clayed something.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Meanwhile,
Fuck it.
actual
Fuck
Cam
it.
is still
Fuck
talking
it.
with
Uh,
me about like paintball shenanigans. So it's not
Yuka's going to drop her human form and go into verdant form. Fuck this shit.
Yuka, what does your verdant form look like?
It's probably just gonna look like, what are they? Just like a big, like, blight elemental looking thing, but it's gonna be all bryophyte. Like, it's all gonna be like moss.
Alright.
And it turns
Can I
the
run?
ground beneath to like mossy ground.
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I run?
Throgyn, if you run, I really want it to be the Scooby-Doo run, where you run into one way and then come out like from behind us.
Yes, and then eventually I jump on your back.
Alright, Yuka, you have created verdant form. I'm guessing you are marking Throgyn as an enemy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Throgyn,
She just
if
just
you
wants
ever
to
get
grab
within
him.
20 feet of Yuka, you are going to be in difficult terrain.
She
as
just wants to
this-
grab him.
Moss basically
I
starts
am on top
crawling
of
up your
someone
legs.
else.
I
I am on top of
They-
another person.
is seeing this
It's being a
confrontation
difficult terrain.
happening. I think Throgyn's on my back. I like touch Throgyn and put Shield of Faith on Throgyn because Yuka looks real mad.
Understandable.
Thank you.
Do you guys want to continue tonight, or do you guys want to leave it here so we can pick up next session
think
with the combat?
This seems like a
That's
great place to
perfect.
end off the night.
This is perfect.
Great. Then we're just gonna like freeze frame here, to be continued, slap it on the bottom. And ow, that hurt. Okay, hold on. Clapping
Oh
bad.
no.
see you
Anyways,
again next episode.
we will see you next
Don't
episode.
hurt your bodily wound.
I unfortunately have done so. We will see you next episode. Before we go, I would like to give all of my players a chance to shout out anything they want to shout out, and don't you dare promo me because that happens at the end. Okay? Who wants
Party
the promo?
pooper.
I know.
So, if y'all haven't already seen, you can probably tell there's not going to be any new music out for probably the rest of the year on Sunny Fae Bandcamp, but that is okay. It is because a lot of my time and a lot of my energy is actually going to be going to war and genocide relief funds as well as mutual aid funds because there are a lot of things going on close to home that we do some damage control for to keep the people who are important to us and the people who need the most help because they're in a very vulnerable position safe and recognized as folks. If there is a mutual aid fund in your area or it's something that you are aware of, I would highly, highly recommend giving them donations rather than Bandcamp stuff right now, just because I don't need that kind of help, but other people do. And we should prioritize them right now.
Lovely. I'm so sorry. I think the camera's cut out during that, but the sentiment is there. In a very similar vein, I have actually, over the last couple of months, been assisting with a zine or a zine project, from which all the profits are going to go towards relief for some children in Palestine. As of time of streaming, that is still available for pre-order. If you search Etsy shop Chunklet, CHUNKLET, it is the Fallout War Never Changes zine. Highly recommend it. I can tell you that a lot of wonderful artists have made some lovely art, some lovely writing pieces, and also some lovely merch that you can buy that. Again, all of the profits from that will go directly into relief funds. I don't think that's going to be open for much longer, though. I think today might be the last day to pre-order. Yeah. I think that's all of the external promotions, unless Cam, Figure, Throgyn are hiding something of their own that they want to promo. Wonderful. Then, I hope everyone today enjoyed this. I hope this was able to bring a little bit of lightness to your life. I know that the last couple weeks have been difficult for especially myself, but also other people as well. Throgyn, it is now time for me to shill for myself. Did you want to do it? Did you want to do it, Feather?
I don't think I'm the only one who wants to shill for our wonderful DM. He's incredible. You've seen it today as well. He's just very good. Also, he hurt himself during one of his many LARPs. So I think he needs some extra appreciation. I think he needs to be shown that yeah, like there's more than terracotta pots out there.
Okay, this is too much. We cut it down. We shut it down.
Yeah, no, and Lisa's incredible. You should all follow him. You can follow him right here on Twitch. You can also follow him on YouTube. He's got the streams up there, and he's also got DM advice.
On YouTube.
Yes. He's great. He's wonderful. I love you.
Quick update for me as well. Like Sunny K said about themselves, about herself, I also have not gotten that video up, and I am not going to have time because my time is going to other things IRL. So sorry about that, guys. I do have it recorded. I do want to edit it. I am just struggling to find time. Hopefully I'll get something up before the end of the year. At this point, it's looking unlikely. I am thinking about maybe starting to experiment a little bit more with live content that I put up as VODs. I don't know if that is something people will be interested in. I also don't know if that's something I'd be interested in. So I might try it once, and if something experimental goes up, that's life, baby. So, with all of that said, I hope your games are lovely. I hope that all of you have great roles if you want great roles, and bad roles if you want bad ones. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed today's session, and we hope to see you in the next session, and that all your games go once more with feeling. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Okay, yeah, cut it down.
Off Baratar, shining shores, fine sailing folk are we. The line between the sea and sky, our only boundary. On crashing waves and even tides, we'll navigate the sea. Steadfast our mission in our minds to keep these waters free.